us. Congratulations on the win tonight. Coach, if you could just start off with an opening comment about tonight's game.
I'm just amazed and just, I shouldn't be, but I'm just delighted that we are here and we've had a chance to make the journey together. I just thought that our team played extremely hard and with great effort. I don't know if there could be a tougher 3 games to play for a championship. Bowie State one night, Virginia Union the next, and then Cal tonight. I mean, that's just something these ladies just did, I think, for me, is just very, very special. And for it to end against Cal, who's our rival, who had beaten us twice during the year, one of the best teams, not just in the East, but in the entire country, I think is really, really gratifying as a coach and as athletes, because they just fought, and it was like it was just a barrier for us. And we always talk about no limits, and they took off the limits today and just played outstanding basketball. The three of Brittany was just terrific, just gave us some rebounding and scoring, especially in the first half, kept us going. Lauren just handled the ball and played great defense, and this young lady was on fumes the last 5 minutes. And I really didn't think we called a timeout. And the whole purpose of the timeout was just to give everybody a rest, and let's gather ourselves, get some energy. And to everybody's amazement, the next 2 possessions, she makes 2 huge shots, and it's like, where did that come from? She just is able to go to a place and just find a way to just, keep going and elevate. And I said to the team during that timeout, I said, listen, she has picked us up and carried us so many times this year. Let's pick her up right now, thinking that she's done. She has nothing left. And she goes out and makes these huge, huge plays. So just it's a great night for our team, and for IUP basketball.
Any questions?
Carolyn, I know you had your struggles the last 2 times you played them. Obviously, you were frustrated. It didn't go the way you wanted it to go. How gratifying is it for you to have the type of game you had tonight? Like Coach said, you had to overcome a lot of adversity, just physically and mentally, in that stretch of a game. But how gratifying is it for you to have the game you had tonight and lead your team to the championship?
It's just a great feeling, to be able to beat Cal and beat them in the regional championship to advance to the Elite 8 is just, I can't even describe the feeling right now. It's just, we played our hearts out and we left it all out on the court, and I couldn't be more proud of these girls and the coaching staff and just how we've come together this year and just really have played great basketball.
Tom, when you went zone on defense, how much of that was to force them to shoot from the outside, and how much of it was to slow down the pace of the game a little bit?
It's a combination of a couple things. One, we were battling foul trouble. 2, we weren't going as deep into our bench as they were, and they wanted the pace of the game to go up and down. And so we wanted to kind of try to just slow it down a little bit. And then thirdly, they were doing, early in that half, they were doing a great job of dribble penetration. We were struggling to keep them from getting to the rim. And so we just said, you know what, let's go zone. And last time we played them some zone, they hit 10 threes on us. So there's no guarantee, of how that's going to go. But I thought we were very active in it. And at the one stretch when we were in that zone, and this is one of the things that gives me great joy, is we got great play from our freshman Tierra Preston, from our senior Kendall Hunter, and I thought the 2 of them just were outstanding in the second half, along with Courtney Alexander in the first half. And so that makes it for us even more special, when they go in and make plays like that.
Coach, I don't think you fell behind until the third quarter, 43-41. Every game has its ebb and flow, but you guys, they didn't buckle, did they?
Not this group. These three won't let our team buckle. They just have such a competitive spirit, and they know, there's no panic. They don't get down. They just continue to play, continue to execute, get stops, and that's what they did. And I think that their belief is, from the three of them, is contagious to the rest of the team, that this is the way it's going to go. We got this. We're okay.
Coach, how about Natalie Myers, and how important is it for her to hit shots, three-point shots, early in games and early in halves?
It's huge for us. Cal does such a great job. They're really a unique team that whenever you have dribble penetration, they literally fly to the ball, fly. And so I thought Lauren and Carolyn did a great job of finding the open man when the help came. And Natalie was on the receiving end of that. And she just, it's huge, Tony. It's huge when she can, step up. And she's just playing with a lot of confidence right now. And I just love that about her, that there's no hesitation in her. Make her miss, I'm letting it fly. And she's just playing with a lot of confidence. And her teammates have a lot of confidence in her because they're finding her.
You three players have, I don't know what it is, probably about 300 combined consecutive starts, maybe interrupted by an injury or two here or there, but this is kind of what you signed up for at IUP, isn't it? Lauren, you want to take that first?
I just think that our experience has been so beneficial to us, especially in these last three games. Like you said, we have over 300 starts, so the nerves that other teams might have don't really affect us as much. And when we are our leaders, and so when we have poise and confidence, and we are confident in ourselves and in each other, it really trickles down on the team, so that like Natalie can have confidence shooting, and Lexi can have confidence coming in. And so I just think that it really starts with us, and that has been really beneficial to us.
Carolyn?
She couldn't have said it any better. Seriously.
Brittany, you want to take a stab at that one?
Nope.
Brittany, you were the top rebounder all three games. Game high again today. Just about, with the rebounding effort, knowing it was going to be such a physical game with Cal, and coming out with another big game on the boards.
Just talk about it?
Yeah, you represent teams on the boards.
We every day, that's one of our big emphasis in practice, is for the bigs to go in there and rebound. And offensive rebounds gets your team a second chance, and we like second chances. And then defensively, it stops the other team from getting second chance points, which is huge for us, because once we get the rebound, we can push it and run and score, and we call it score in 7 seconds. And that's usually our game, our fast-paced score in 7 to tire teams out. So going into the tournament, I just knew that if there's one thing I can do, it's rebound. It's fairly easy to rebound. You box someone out and then you grab it. So that's one thing I really focused on. It just so happened that I was the leader, but I think everyone contributed to that, boxing their girls out. And then even like our guards, if I didn't get the rebound, they came in and rebounded for me, so that was nice too.
Sure, and then mentally I have a question too for the players about, you played Cal multiple times, so we talked about that with that group. What is that like preparing for this game tonight, knowing that you've already faced them and you've got another shot with them?
I'll start. Coach talks a lot about. Okay. Sorry. Coach talks a lot about playing a faceless opponent. So today, whether we were playing Cal or perhaps it was going to be Glenville, just playing a faceless opponent. And what comes along with that is just focusing on ourselves. We can't control who we play, what the other team does, but we can control what we do. And so that's when we talk a lot about playing IUP basketball for 40 minutes. Doesn't matter who we play. It doesn't matter that it was Cal. The opponent is faceless, and we're just going to do what we do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we try not to look, too far ahead who we might be playing, or in the past what might have happened. Like Lauren said, Coach tells us to take it day by day, and whoever we're playing, we're going to prepare for them and their personnels and their sets, and we're going to find a way to beat them. That's what we did today.
The thing I talked to our team about today in our video session is I wanted them to know it wasn't going to take, and I mean this very respectfully, some extraordinary effort on our part to win this game because we had lost to them twice before. That we were going to go out and we weren't going to put anything special in for Cal, that we were going to be us. We're going to do the things that we do, and since we've been doing them since September 1st. And they've brought us this far, and what we are is, is good enough. The other comment I want to make is, too, I think the team just deserves a lot of credit for is, 2 nights ago against a really, really good Glenville team, Cal was 34-46 from the free throw line. And that's a lot of points, 34. And so we talked about that. And we just said, listen, we've got to make them score the basketball. We've got to be disciplined in our defense and not foul. And I thought early on in the first half, they were 9 of 11 at the half, and that's a lot. 9 of their points, but they finished the game 11 for 13. Only 2 made free throws in the second half, and I think the zone may have helped that. But they deserve a lot of credit for playing disciplined defense. We were reaching, we were, instead of staying vertical, we were trying to come down on shots, and they just did a great job. Brittany had 3 fouls early and kind of just did a great job of playing and staying in the game, playing good defense without fouling.
Tom, what did you do significantly better in this game than the last 2 games you played against Cal?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is on our dribble penetration is these players just did a great job of finding the open man. In the very first game we played Cal, we charged 8 times. They're really good at that. Did we have one tonight? I'm not sure. I don't think we charged at all. Did we? I don't know. I don't think we did. And so when you charge, it eventually sends them to the free throw line, and it takes your players out of the game. And so these guys, we always talk about embrace the process of growth. Every game, let's just grow and get better. And so I think we learned in our 2 previous games with them that we got to find the open man. You got to be savvy enough when you break below the free throw line to find the open man. And the second thing is, I thought we really had a great inside presence. Brittany, scoring the basketball and rebounding and holding them to 1 shot. They're really a great offensive rebounding team. And then we were fortunate they went 1 of 14 from the 3 tonight, and they hit 10 the last time we played them. So that made a big difference.
Coach, obviously from the weekend, a lot of IUP fans made their way down here. Could you feel them here tonight?
Oh.
Players, could you feel them here?
It was something. It was special. Yeah, it was great. I think these fans have a love affair with this team and vice versa, and so it's just very special to go 3.5 hours from home and come out for pregame warm-ups, and they're all here, and they're vocal, and it really makes a difference.
And Columbus is about 3.5 hours away, 3:45, as opposed to where Sioux Falls last year. So that could make a little bit of a difference. That could give you a little advantage, really, to be so close to home.
That would be great. Yeah.
All right, ladies, coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.